People7 here on Twitter and YouTube. I'm People7. Elsewhere on the internet, I am People. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And it was a little unfair of me to tease you about me doing my finger coils on longer hair and then not show it. So I've already, dealt with the issues of I shouldn't do that, yes I should, blah, blah, blah. And there's 2 videos in place that haven't been uploaded yet of me doing it. And then I've seen the videos. I'm going to upload them anyway, but they're rather dark, so I figured I'd just go ahead and do it. Sure. So you can see how they're going to look. Well, when the clips are down. And I'm going to show you this part right here. There are a couple of things that I want to touch on. The 14-in-1 that I use as a moisturizer, highly moisturizing. I mean, if I use 14-in-1 on my hands too long, they get pruny. And that apparently fights with the gel, making a white goopy mess that will go away, but I came up with a different plan on how I've been doing it, and it worked out so much better that I really have to share. Okay, like all this, my hair has been moisturized, and then I wait long enough for the moisture to, not be wet anymore. So basically, the hair is like 90% dry, and then when I do the, gel part, then all you have is the gel part, and it's doing the bounce back much quicker and giving me a spiral type effect. So I'm going to show you that, especially since Mom finally left the house. Yay! And took Aunt Pearl, and they're going to Sam's or wherever. So, because they were getting me down, it's like, I have an appointment this week with Dr. Casella and one with Dr. Latif, and then a follow-up appointment with Dr. Dadabo. Well, yeah, I had a stroke, and they said come back in 3 months, and we're at the 3-month mark. But she's going, Dr. Casella, I know that name. And I was like, well, yeah. So I'm going to give you a little background on this situation, and then we're never going to mention it again. When I had my stroke, because of the type of stroke it was, a clot through, okay? So with the clot throwing, you can either have a heart attack or a brain attack. A stroke is a brain attack. I have a little leftover clottage in my head, so it can either develop into an aneurysm, stay there forever, or not. It's just in la-la land. So Mom goes, well, what are you going to do? Well, Dr. Casella is a neurosurgeon. He can either attempt to remove it, which means I could die on the table right there, boom, or I could live my life and have an aneurysm and die, boom, or, God's willing, stuff happens, and I'll live a nice, long, healthy life. Boom. And she's apparently upset with me because I'm not displaying the proper amount of panic. Well, come on now. I've had from the day they told me I had a stroke to now to deal with this. I mean, God does not put on you more than that which you could bear, and the devil's been trying to kill me for a long time, and I'm still here, which means I still have work to do. So until the big man upstairs say, it's your time, I ain't going nowhere. So I don't see the need to panic over that. I mean, I might have some discomforts in life. There's some disappointments, like the fact that I'm no longer allowed to drive a school bus, but life happens, okay? Now, in the meantime, on to the next subject, the goo. This goo is Echo Styler Clear. I decided a long time ago I do not like the brown stuff. It flakes off in these funky patterns and says right on it, does not cause flaking. So the flaking that you would get is this brown goo that you get. Now let me show you what I'm doing here. And I'm doing it with my left hand favored because I can go faster with my left hand. Mainly because I used to be a left-handed baby, and then when I switched over to my right hand, I can't get the tension or anything that I need for that. But because the hair is already moisturized, I'm still using 2 fingers worth of gel, coating it, but instead of twirling it 3 times and then holding with my left hand, I could do all those steps all at one time. So basically that allows me to do my whole head in a whole hour. And now that I don't have to worry about it, being a wet mess and all that, I can go ahead and do it. And that was my solution for how to do this in the winter because, like I said, my hands got all pruny and everything. There we go. And I am literally twisting this towards the right. If I go like this or come at it from this direction or even use my other hand, I'm still going in the same general direction. It's good when it don't fall right in my eye. So, as you notice, I didn't bother to part. You can part. I just don't really need to. I can actually figure out, the sections I need to do without doing that. And at some point in time, you'll notice the ones that are being done now will start curling in like a spiral, which is the beauty of this hairstyle. It will either do a spiral or it will do a ziggle, or it will look like that for a couple of days before it does it. Now, just because I use my left hand doesn't mean I don't incorporate the right hand. I use it to hold it out the way because I can do everything all at one time that way. Faster, better. It's like the $6 million hair, because I am not a man, so I can't say the $6 million man of hairstyling, And for the back, I actually did part it and do it in a more controlled manner. That's too much. So that way I didn't have to worry about, what the sections look like, because, you could also just do that, which sometimes I do. But mostly I tighten and then twist, tighten and twist, tighten and twist, and then I let it rest. Now, when my hands start to get like this, I smear that on the other sections, or I use a paper towel to get rid of it, okay? That way you don't end up with that gunk effect. And I only get the gunk effect when parts of the hair is wet, when my hair has been, sufficiently dry from, just air dry or whatever. That kind of goes away. But the more that's there causes the effect where you get the little crinkle, curly type dealio. Now, I still don't know why she got all upset. I have 3 choices in life. I can live my life happy and healthy and, the way I always have, or I can live my life waiting on the other shoe to drop and what's going to happen to me now and poor pity me and, right. That is not even my personality. Or I can live my life with the poor pity me party, which means not only am I doing all that panicking thing, but then I'm inviting people to join with me on the panic attack. Life's too short to go with all that drama. Whatever happens, happens. Besides, absent from the body is present with the Lord. So if I'm not down here, I'm with my Father in glory. So why should I panic or be scared or whatever? Yeah, well, that's way too much. You only want to do like 2 fingers full, and then I tap them together, because otherwise they'll get sticky. They don't like it when it's sticky. And then when all of them are done, you use a little oil spray or just plain water, and that's how you spray it to get it to lay down, you know, after your maintenance and all that. Like when it's time to wake up in the morning, if there's some sticking up straight here and some laying down there and some doing whatever, well, you want it to be in a congruent hairstyle, so you spray it some water while you're shaking the head or misting with water. So that way it will relax into the curl pattern that you're going for. Or you can spray oil sheen on it, so that way you don't have to worry about, oh, I reactivated the curl pattern of the hair because I sprayed a big old healthy spritz of water in there. Yeah, well, that's like double size. There. And that one is hanging right in my eye. And sometimes I get lazy and do it this way. But since that's like literally right in the middle, it's not going to matter if it's not done exactly perfect, because when it tries to, you know, escape its bounds and not act right, that'll be one of the little follow-up pieces that you just, oh, well, let me fix this part of my hair and, you know, refresh this twist, blah, blah, blah. That will be where it lands into the grand scheme of it all. So, you know. Now, guess what? This is all I have to do, and then I'll take down the clips and let you see the finished look. But in the meantime, I think I might work a little bit faster if I'm not staring at this camera. So I'm going to see you guys in about 5-10 minutes. This has been People7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, could be located at people.etsy.com. Y'all stay blessed and stay tuned.